Alright, so what we're going to do with this is we're going to play with distortion effects, positioning precisely, positioning with smart guides, transform tool, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this artwork right here. That's to the left of flyer in your artboard 1, and we're going to move it over to card front. So with this artwork selected, we're going to drop down here and go to card front, opening up our transform, and we're going to position it 0 by 0, and it's kind of set in the center. Now what we're going to do with this object selected is we're going to arrange, send back. So now our artwork is visible here. What we're also going to do is, we kind of went out of order, is go to flyer 1, and we're going to go to layers, which is these papers that are stacked. Make this visible. Mine kind of got shifted around, so I am going to just nudge mine over. Yours should be positioned precisely. Mine just kind of got out of position. I might take this, transform. There we go. Yours should be exact. If it isn't, you can always just rearrange and send to places. And we're going to take this triangle. Mine got shifted. I'm just going to move it over a little. And we're going to take this triangle on the flyer artboard, and we're going to do some distortion. We're going to go to Effect, Distort, Pucker, and Bloat. And if I click preview, you can see there's a lot of different stuff. We're going to do a -60. And now what we're going to do is a tilt to kind of add some edge to it. Same thing in distort and transform. Go to twist 20%. And you may need to just readjust it. And if I go to my direct selection cool keyboard shortcut A, I can see that the shape is still constrained to a triangle. It's just been distorted. So if I pull around my anchor point, I can even adjust it more, but it's only 3 anchor points. So now we're going to do shearing objects. So we're going to go to our bicycle on our card back, and we're going to select, Command-C to copy, paste in place. Now we're going to add some shearing. We're adding the drop shadow to our bicycle. So our shearing tool is right here. It's kind of 2 papers, looks like an envelope opening in our tool panel. And we're going to drop an anchor point near the bottom, and this is where it's going to pull from. And if I pull my mouse around, you can see it's kind of hard to get a hold of, but it is shearing. Remember, it's going to be kind of this drop shadow. And if I don't like it, I can just Command-Z. There we go. That time is better. We're going to change the opacity to 20. And object, arrange. Send to back to send the information to the back. Pretty cool. Do Command-S to save. Now we're going to talk about positioning objects precisely. Now we already kind of jumped ahead with this, sending this artwork over, but we're going to do the same with the lighter color artwork. We're just going to delete this bicycle shape, select this lighter color artwork. We're going to send it to card back and make sure that is selected on the bottom of your workspace area. Pull up our transform. Make sure it's relative to the top column in the first row, 0 by 0, and it arranges it right there. We're going to arrange, send it back to send that object to the back. Next, we're going to arrange this artwork where it says, well, yes, we will donate, etc., to the card back. We're just going to select all of it We can see we have our transform panel. We can do a relative 0 by 0 to pull it there. You can drag it, and where it says, and there's a measurement panel where it will drag to. The book wants it at 0.25 x-axis and 0.5 at the y-axis. And we're just going to type that in to give exact measurements for there too. The next is we're going to play around with the free transform tool on the envelope. So if I pull up my artboards and go to envelope, actually we need to pull up that bicycle. So we're going to go to artboard 3, object, show all, and there's that bicycle from earlier. We're going to cut, Command X, go to envelope, paste in place. Now we're going to play around with the transform tool. We're going to hide edges, Command H, so it's easier to see our object. Our transform tool is in our tools panel right here. As you can see, we have constrain, which kind of keeps proportions. We have free transform, perspective distort, and free distort. So we're going to do free transform. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 9 little dots to help us kind of pull or transform. We're going to take it from the left, and as you see when we're on that orange bounding box, it's going to change the cursor to like a crosshair, and we're just going to click and drag to the right, so the width is approximately 2.8. Get the best that you can, and it's right there. So next we're going to do is we're going to go to the upper right hand corner. We're going to press the shift key while we scale down. We want the height to be 2.75 in our measurement key. Makes it real small. And if you're not accurate and if you're kind of stuck here between, oh, there, it's okay. Do your best to try to get the measurement really close. And then the next thing is we're going to pull an anchor point. So position your pointer over the lower right here, and over it's right there, and we're just going to tilt it to point -5. So I'm just going to zoom in right there. We double clicked it, and that kind of turns into, that's where it's going to tilt. So we double click that lower right hand anchor point to kind of say that's where our tilt is, and we're going to go to the opposite upper left. Again, where it changes the cursor, where it's kind of curved and straight. And if you get lost, follow the book. The book will help you. We'll tilt it to 0.5. Adding a tilt to your design always really helps. Again, get the closest that you can and zoom out. And we're nearly done with this. Now we're going to play around with some distortion, which is pretty fun. We're going to go to perspective distort, and we're going to click on this constrain right there. And it's going to constrain proportions when you do it, so you don't have to press down the shift key. I think I pressed too many things. 1 second. I don't know what that is, but we're going to pretend like it's not there. Alright, so we're going to pull up our free transform. Make sure our object is selected. We're going to do a perspective distort, and we're going to kind of distort things around. So we're going to drag corner of the box. We're going to take the upper left corner, and we're going to drag it down to 2.5. And this only takes 1/2. And we're playing around with perspective distort. And then we're going to just drag this selection over to the corner to where we think it looks nice. Take that opacity down to 20. And we're about done. We're just going to kind of zoom out, look at what we have, match it up to the end. It's looking pretty good. Awesome. So we're going to do a Command S to file save. And we're going to save our files and export. So we're going to go to File. We've already saved our Illustrator file, which we turn in. File, Export. And we'll make sure when we export, we're going to do JPEG. We're going to click Use Artboards. And we're going to go to range 1 through 4. So this saves different JPEGs for each artboard that we're using. And we want to turn all of them in. So use artboards, range 1 through 4, export. This will show up, always make it quality 10, CMYK, resolution 300. Click OK. Saves our files. If we pull up Finder, what it does is it names our files based on the artboard names, and we will turn flyer, envelope, card front, card back, and your Illustrator file in for a grade. I hope this was really helpful for you guys to learn about lesson 4. Thank you.